Good morning. It is what, February 22nd? I honestly don't know what day it is, but today we are out here in the garden going to plant some roses. As a part of my engage in the process, New Year's resolution, I'm just gonna try stuff I've never tried before. I love gardening, I love planting, but I've never had my own garden, and the new place that I'm at has just like the best little outdoor space. So we're going to work on planting some roses today. I'm gonna show you guys what roses I got, where I'm gonna plant them, and then I'm gonna need any rose experts to chime in the comments because I obviously don't know what I'm doing, but that's kind of the whole point, right? Um, okay, let's take a tour of the backyard and the roses. Kitty tour. Luna, say hello. Good girl. Oh, hello, Luna. And then we have Apollo. Say hello, baby boy. Thank you. Okay. They really want to be involved in today's video. Yes. Yes. Thank you. So, if this is my back door, excuse the mess, but here's where the backyard starts. Got my water hose over here. That's where my hot water heater is. Little plant stand. Then we have this whole astroturfy area, which I really don't like, but I'm personally not going to take that up because I'm very afraid of spiders. Um, this little red thing was here when I got here. I'm going to remove that because I want to like plant herbs over there. Herbs and probably some native plants as well for the pollinators. And then over here is where I'm hoping to plant the roses. This area gets a lot of good sunlight. That little rose is like, girl, what are you talking about? Sunlight. But I think they'll do good here. It's about what? Let me see the time. It's about 10:20 a.m. We're in the northern hemisphere, west coast, and I don't know, like the zone. When I was doing my research, the zone like came up a lot. I'm not sure about that, but um, it gets a really good amount of sunlight during the day, like from 8 a.m. The sun is rising. The sun will be here until probably like 2 or 3. So I'm hoping that that is enough sun for the roses, but if you're a rose expert, like please let me know. Is this gonna be a good spot for my roses? I have a fence here, sun, and this is southeast facing, like patio area. Um, I was glad that it wasn't northeast because I know that that would be a little bit harder for the sunlight, but southeast is good. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tour of the roses that I got. These are all from Home Depot. They were on a little sale. All of these are hybrid tea, by the way. First of all, we have the Midas Touch, gorgeous full yellow, moderate fragrance. Ooh, we've got this honker over here. Look at this amazing, like how hardy that is. Okay, next though, we've got the Rio Samba. This was the one I was most excited to plant because it's just so gorgeous. Look at those colors. And we've already got a couple of buds coming up. We're gonna have our first roses. So exciting. Okay, next we have Love and Peace. This is one of my favorite roses. You may be able to see a color scheme going on. I definitely wanted orange and yellow roses in my garden with a little bit of pink as well. So we have like a little ombre effect going on. These are also going to smell really good. Next, we've got the Euphoria rose. This one was on super sale, so I got it for like $14. That was nice. And that is incorporating a little bit of that pink into there. It's looking good. And last but not least, let's bring this little guy out. cherry parfait. Let's see. Oh, this is not hybrid tea, is it? I don't know. Like, I don't know a lot about roses. But I'm hoping to learn more. So I'm really excited for this. But cherry parfait, she's looking real cute. It seems like the only ones that are going to have buds like super soon is the Rio Samba, which kind of makes sense because it's such a huge, oh, let me get out the way, hold on, because it's already so hardy. You got a lot of good, I don't know, what are these called? I learned the name but I forgot it. But look at that, beautiful. Like, these are gonna start blooming very soon, so I'm very excited for that. And just more on the outdoor area, so I'm gonna plant them all along this side here because it gets good sun. And right now I'm working on turning the soil. I have some garden soil over there because this area, actually they put a lot of these little like gravelly stones into the soil, so roses need a good amount of drainage. So I'm not like too concerned about the amount of rocks in the soil, but it's kind of a lot of rocks. So I've been like separating them or trying my best, but honestly it's gonna be what it is at the end of the day. And that's why I got some garden soil to kind of supplement, to kind of supplement all the rocky stuff that's going on. But I'm going to continue to turn my soil, and then we're gonna add in the garden soil. Okay, gonna add the garden soil now. Okay, that should be good, right? Okay. Adding the garden soil. Okay, I sprinkled it over the top. I'm gonna turn it a little bit more, and then I'm going to dig holes that are about as deep as the root of the roses that I got, and stick them in the ground. So right now I'm trying to decide the order that I want to do the roses in. Since I have a particular color scheme going on, I want it to flow in a nice way. But this is kind of hard because I really only have one rose that has a strong fragrance, and I kind of want the strong fragrance one right next to the door, because I'm gonna be able to come outside and just like sniff it right away. It's gonna smell so good. Okay, I'll do Love and Peace next to the door, Rio Samba, Midas Touch, Cherry Parfait, and then the Euphoria at the end. Let's see if I remember what I just said, but we're gonna do it now. Okay, one thing I also forgot. I got some I can just tell my cat is about to jump over the fence. I can just tell. We're gonna let him live his best life and catch him. Okay, but I got some rose food, because I want these roses to have the best chance as possible. So the directions say to apply this at planting and to mix it evenly with the soil used to refill the planting hole. it's only gonna need 1.5 teaspoons per 12-inch hole, which is really not a lot. I'm glad I didn't get the big bag of this because that was gonna be $22 and so much. Okay. Yes, this has magnesium. I also got Epsom salt, but I was like, I can use that for like taking a bath too. So it doesn't have to just be for the roses, but this already has some magnesium in it. So I don't think I'm going to do the Epsom salt as well. Do not pile fertilizer next to the trunk or the base of the plant. Water thoroughly after applying. Okay. It's really like a teeny tiny bit. 1.5 teaspoon, like that's not even a lot. So we're going to put the rose food into the hole as well and plant the roses. The roses need to be planted like 2 feet apart. I don't want to say I'm not going to do that, but like low-key I'm not, because I have 5 roses and I only have so much space. I can't be planting them 2 feet apart. Like, I'm sorry. They're going to be a little bit closer together than is probably ideal. And one will have, I don't even want to plant one in that like sad shady corner over there. I might keep one for planting like in a pot, because that shady area is like not getting enough sun, like as much sun as it should. So I will not plant one of them over there and then try to space them out as much as possible over here, and maybe I'll plant something else that can handle a little bit more shade in the corner. So I'll try to space them out a little better, but no guarantees. Alrighty, the roses are all planted. They're looking really good too. I was a little bit concerned about the soil, but it doesn't seem to be as much of a problem as I thought it would be. But I mean, we'll only be able to tell, you know, once the roses really start growing. So I'm gonna show you them up close. This first one is a Love and Peace rose. It's gonna look like this. Oops. Then we have the Rio Samba. Next, we have the Cherry Parfait. It's gonna look like that. And finally, the Midas Touch. Bloop. Yes, there they are. They look so nice. Now all we need to do is water the roses. Alright, well, that is it. The roses have now been planted and watered, and we're going to hope for their best possible growing. We will catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned for more garden updates. So we are going to make a whole beautiful garden.